Okay, next up we got Ignis 1 Anxiety Rush. You no longer have drama. Anxiety and shadow creep in and engulf everything.
There's nothing I wish to seek here.
That was Nox. I think so? Maybe it was. Yeah, it was Nox. Getting through the incited crowd was hard enough. To make matters worse, Ignis finds she has lost track of her chief. Relieved to feel the shackles are still active, she figures Chief is okay, easing her worried mind.
Oh, aren't you the young lady with the red hair? How come you're here? I thought you already found your delicate-looking friend.
Ignis jumps at the sound, turning to see the culprit she's briefly crossed paths with in Fortuna. She had said she hasn't closed her eyes for the past 3 days just to take care of her little brother, but right now the exhaustion that once marked her features has disappeared.
Right. But I kinda lost track of him. I figured maybe if I wait here, he might come back to find me.
Honestly, sometimes people interrupt me for the most absurd reasons possible. Just now, basically, I got a call, because of which I had to stop the recording, which essentially, but not exactly, but it is essentially the equivalent of, like, are you breathing right now or nah? Basically, that's what the other party asked. Whatever.
Oh, I see. Why don't you come and take a break over here? I can make you some tea. You seem pretty worn out.
Without thinking, Ignis takes a step back, scans the surroundings. That's when she notices she's unknowingly made her way back to the street she had escaped to after the jailbreak.
Come over. Relax. My window has a view of this spot, so if your friend shows up, you'll see him.
Perhaps it's her comforting smile, Ignis can't help but nod in agreement. The classic room from Flora and Full. It's a charming little room. The clean, neat table is draped with white tablecloth, and there is a vase with a red flower on it.
It's the same color as your hair. It looks beautiful.
Thanks.
Would you like something to drink? But I'm afraid all I have to offer right now is some water.
Didn't she just say she will make some tea?
However, for dinner, how about we make an apple pie together? The chef next door gave me 3 lovely apples.
This is going to be her role, huh?
Cook? Me? Oh, no way. I'm a disaster in the kitchen. Really, don't make me cook.
What is happening with her eyes? Oh, I guess she doesn't like the idea of cooking. Ignis reacts as if she's heard the wildest story, suddenly standing up and pacing towards the window in disbelief.
And are you really planning to use the stove and cook a meal here so grandly? Weren't you, just fleeing from your prison cell? Your story's still all over the news, you know. Maybe it's best to head back and fill in the prison guard lady.
Why should I do that?
The girl, brow furrowed, places her basket beside the chopping board in the kitchen, brimming with cooking utensils just like the one Ignis has always imagined.
I don't want to go back. The lady with bright-colored hair said she will protect us, right? She said she will deal with the press and the things will be fine. We just need to live our lives and not worry about it.
Ignis looks down, her face hidden from view.
But this might spell trouble, you know?
No, it's fine. I have faith in them.
We can't just count on luck. Don't get lost in wishful thinking.
Ignis looks up, tears welling up in her eyes, her lips quivering as she struggles to keep her composure.
You just don't get it. The abilities you have, the things that have happened, you just can't wipe them away or hide them.
Ah, shit. It's probably her sinner trauma that is coming up, because a lot of the sinner are really traumatized individual. I've not gotten into all of their stories, but yeah, I've read some and it's very bad for most of them. So when we get into the interrogations, if we ever fucking do, yeah, I'll talk about those.
The moment you let your guard down, that's when they'll steal your happiness all over again.
Act 2-3. Should I call it Act 2, Part 3 maybe? Whatever, solo walk. The road ahead is not smooth. Stand your ground. Here with the cycle of life.
Which delusional fool dares to touch my possession?
I forgot who that is. Is that Iron? Maybe it's Iron. I don't know. I'll be back. Okay, victory. The scene before you remains a carefree stage where the warm overhead lights mimic the sun shining on everyone, breathing life into their movements and existence. The bakery bustles with noise, horns blare on the streets, and the performance flit amidst it all, as though this place is their natural habitat. Why am I doing this like I am also a performer? Oh no, Lady Pearl's powers are affecting me as well. The girl next door. The only time whenever I hear the word the girl next door, it reminds me of well, two things. One, kids next door, and second, that girl from Adele's storyline. I forgot the name of the event. Oh no, my clothes. A girl who was hanging laundry up on her balcony races down the stairs frantically, attempting to retrieve her falling clothes. You jump and grab the white shirt, swiftly covering the ground towards the girl in big hurried steps. Excuse me, are you staff here? I lost track of my fen. Could I use the PA system maybe? Or do you happen to know where the backstage is? Clutching the shirt, you quickly ask your question. The girl grabs the shirt back, giving you a strange look. What are you even saying? I can't make heads or tails of it. Who are you, acting all weird? The girl dashes away from you as if dodging a curse, forcing you to seek out another person. Approach an elder. Pardon me, could you tell me how to exit the stage? Stacy? Has Stacy not come back home yet? Oh no, I mean not Stacy. I'm trying to ask. You know where I can find the crew? I need to speak with someone on the staff. Oh Stan, it's high time you hunted for a job instead of roaming around aimlessly all day. I'm not Stan. Alright, I'll go ask around elsewhere. My apologies. You move on from the elder, pressing ahead. Turn to others. Sweat trickles down your forehead as you take a deep breath, steadying your restless mind. You intend to find a young person to ask again. Your attention is suddenly caught by a figure slipping out from behind a curtain. It's the same chef you encountered before. But where he just came out of wasn't his bakery nor a setting. Your heart races suddenly, a flash of recognition. You think you know where that place is. Is it the backstage? Is it the back rooms? You make a beeline for the chef, itching to get off stage and get a crew member on the line to reach your friend. Suddenly, you're stopped in your tracks. Move aside, please. I've got to get off stage. There's an urgent situation. Let go of me now. Grinding your teeth, you hang on to the last bit of your composure. But the chef, he appears totally blind to your rage. It's hard to tell if he's just unaware or deliberately ignoring it.
What? You got the nerve to come back here?
The chef ignored your question and asked you in surprise.
Hey! Over here! I'm certain of it! His face wasn't in any of the press conference photos. He's no innocent bystander. He's a troublemaker who bolted in the confusion.
The streets are swarming with people now, glaring menacingly, trying to force you out. The more you move away from the curtains that could be your exit, the more your mind fills with irritation and rage. It's almost like you can hear a voice whispering in your ear. Turn into the person you always wanted to be. Live the life you always dreamed of. You fight to keep your wits about you, noting that the mania is swaying everyone on stage. It's futile to talk to these absorbed into the script by its influence. Try discussing anything off script and they'll forcibly drag you into the narrative. Or in another case, they'll treat you as an anomaly, a villain to be chased away. Don't try to hold me back. You forcibly push through the crowd, but they keep closing in, cornering you in the edge of the stage, staring into the pitch-black expanse of the upper seating area. You look for an escape and notice a single lit box shining amongst the darkness. Spectator, there are other spectators here? You yell towards the area seeking assistance, but instead of spectator, the person who steps out of the box is none other than the theater's owner, Lady Pearl. Lady Pearl, please tell them to stop. You plead loudly, however, the woman perched above merely cracks a small smile, observing your frantic efforts for a moment before nonchalantly returning to her box.